evening and welcome to your Monday, April 22, 2024 edition of the Evening News. I am Jemima Holmes. Thank you for joining us. Let's take a look at some of the lead stories tonight. President Ali urges U.S. officials to take heed after his New York visit provokes divisive rhetoric. SOPHIA man shot dead as bandits try to steal his motorbike. 14-year-old dies after running into pot of car at number 41 Village. 2 families devastated as fires destroy their homes at Providence, West BERBICE. And GDF Coast Guard's new U.S. $11.5 million patrol vessel arrives. Now for the news in detail. President Dr. Irfan Ali's successful Brooklyn visit, which saw the Guyanese diaspora warmly welcoming him into their businesses and arms, has also attracted the ire of some in the diaspora who have called for these businesses to be boycotted. In the wake of this divisive rhetoric, President Ali is speaking out in defense of these Guyanese and is urging elected officials in the United States to do the same. Here are the details from Jarrell Bryan.
In a video message on Sunday night, President Dr. Irfan Ali stoutly defended members of the Guyanese diaspora who welcomed him during his Brooklyn, New York visit. This comes after an organization known as the Caribbean Guyana Institute for Democracy, CGID, issued a statement calling for these businesses to be boycotted.
It hurts me to know that people and organizations who claim to love can be so divisive, can be so self-centered and selfish that they can issue statements calling for the boycott of businesses, boycott of your economic well-being, boycott of your economic welfare. How low can you get? If you have something against me, come after me with all that you have. Point all your guns and weapons to me, but leave the people out of this. Do not seek to destroy the lives of ordinary people. Do not seek to separate our people.
In light of the apparent close relations between the organization and United States officials such as Hakeem Jeffries, the minority leader of the House of Representatives, Ali also urged them to examine the group's actions.
They are guilty of nothing. All that they want is to share their ideas, share their vision, share an opportunity to interact, to ensure that the country they love, that their love for their country is bigger than anyone's selfish desire to divide us. No right-thinking person can agree with the narrative, the live narrative on the Burks or the statement that was issued. And I call on all the elected officials, whether it's Mr. Hakeem Jeffries, Mr. Meeks, I call on them to examine the actions of this group against ordinary Afro-Guyanese.
Calling the Guyanese diaspora an important part of Guyana, President Ali noted that these officials understand the value of standing on the right side of history.
Do not belittle these people. Do not destroy their character. Do not assassinate their character by saying they're puppets and stooges and they were paid and their businesses should be boycotted. What manner of behavior is this? Is this what Hakeem Jeffries will support? I do not think so. I do not think so, because he should understand how important it is to stand on the right side of history.
Jarrell Bryan, The Evening News.
A 22-year-old man of SOPHIA, Greater Georgetown, was last evening shot dead as he put up a fight against bandits who attempted to steal his motorcycle. As we hear in this Kamasi Slow report, one of the alleged perpetrators was captured and beaten by residents of the community.
22-year-old Alvin Griffith, a laborer of Afield, South Sophia, Greater Georgetown, was on Sunday evening killed during the course of a robbery. The incident occurred at around 21 hours 30. Police said the victim was sitting on his motorcycle in front of his home when 2 males approached him, one of whom pointed a handgun at him and tried to take away his motorcycle. But the victim put up a fight and a scuffle ensued, resulting in one of the perpetrators discharging his gun. A bullet struck the victim to his right side upper chest. When this happened, the man ran off a short distance and collapsed on the roadway. The suspects attempted to mount the victim's motorcycle, but by then, neighbors had rushed out of their homes.
Last night I was inside and I hear bow. And by the time I come out, I see my neighbor's son run and drop. So we run to assistance, and by the time we turn over, he had a hole by his stomach, and they said that was it, he finished. But let me tell you something, that child born and growing here, and he was a good youth. That's all I could say, but very manly. They are humble children, but you see, he saved his money to buy a bike, and that is his ending. A night like last night, it was so sad. It was so sad, 22, so sad. For know that you're in a neighborhood and you're not safe where you live, and what more can I say? That's it.
One of the suspects escaped, but the other perpetrator was apprehended and then badly beaten by the residents. That suspect, who is now in police custody, has been identified as a 19-year-old resident of Albystown, Georgetown. Meanwhile, according to neighbors, Griffith lived alone. They described him as an honest worker who had recently bought the motorcycle to help with going to work. The police investigation into the incident is ongoing. I am Kamisi Slow reporting for the Evening News.
A 14-year-old is now dead after she reportedly ran into the path of a car in a bid to cross the road at number 41 Village, West Coast, BERBICE. Our BERBICE correspondent Andrew Carmichael has this story.
A West BERBICE teenager is now dead after she reportedly ran into the path of a car in an attempt to cross the road at number 41 Village, West Coast, BERBICE. The schoolgirl had just exited a minibus at the time of the incident. Dead is 14-year-old Rishana Small, a student of Belladrum Secondary School, Paradise, West Coast, BERBICE, Region 5. According to the police, at about 14 hours on Sunday, Small got off of a minibus at number 41 Village, which was on the southern side of the public road, and ran into the path of a motorcar HD 4290, where the collision occurred. The car was being driven by a 45-year-old man of New Savannah Housing Scheme, New Amsterdam, BERBICE, in Region 6. As a result of the collision, she fell onto the road surface, where she was picked up in an unconscious condition by public-spirited citizens and taken to the Fort Wellington Public Hospital, where she died whilst receiving treatment. According to the teen's cousin, Michael McBean, the girl had requested to go to church with him on Sunday and had arrived at his home at 6:30 hours. He said during the church service he told her that he would be going home to cook curry chicken, but she said she preferred curry beef. As such, when they left the church at number 30 Village, he gave her money and instructed that she buys the beef she wanted, and asked the bus driver to stop at the butcher along the way.
As the bus stopped, when she come out the bus and she walk behind the bus and she pick a truck pass, right? I approaching to come out the bus, and when I hear the driver holler, "Hey!" and all I hear is blam.
Eyewitnesses say the girl was flung into the air and landed on the parapet. Residents of the village say passengers in the car claimed that the driver was on a cellular phone, and by the time they could have alerted him, it was too late. Residents also reported that after the incident, the bus driver put out all of the passengers and drove away. Meanwhile, the police say a breathalyzer test was conducted on the car driver, and 3 micrograms of alcohol was found in his breath. He is currently assisting with the investigations. Andrew Carmichael, The Evening News.
3 persons are rendered homeless after the West BERBICE house they lived in went up in flames on Saturday afternoon. Our BERBICE correspondent Andrew Carmichael reports that the children's mother had to rush into the burning building to save her 2-year-old son.
The fire occurred on Saturday last at about 15 hours and completely destroyed the building at Lot 48 Union Village, popularly called number 30 Village. 30-year-old Ronilda Nicholson was asleep at the time. The school cleaner lived there with her 2 children, ages 7 and 2. She said at the time of the fire her 7-year-old son was not at home. The woman explained that it was the smell of smoke that woke her up.
After I smelled the smoke, I get up. When I get up from in the chair, because I was in the house, my baby was in the front room, and the fire take place in the back room. And I get up. When I watch in the kitchen, it was bare smoke. So I run in the back room where I see the smoke was coming from. When I look in the back room, the mattress, the sponge was on fire. So I run, I grab the sponge and I pull it through for go through the house door. Well, due to pulling out the sponge through the house door, it catch on the chairs them and the fire start explode more.
According to the single mother, at that time her baby was still in the house and the fire was gaining momentum.
Everybody asking me, where's my baby? Where's my baby Sean? Where's my baby Sean? When I run back, I grab Sean up from in my room, the front room, and I run outside. And to be honest with you, other than that, I know nothing else than when I catch myself, I was in the ambulance.
For Nicholson, this disaster comes as a major blow. She explained that she was only able to build her house with assistance from Food for the Poor, and now she's lost everything.
I had a well-furnished house. I'm a single parent. Now trying to, like build a life for many children then. I'm alone with them. I just get a little public assistance for them and stuff like that. I lost a fridge. I lost a flat screen TV. I lost a DVD. I lost my washing machine. I lost a Springfield mattress. I lost the bed in the front and the back room. In the back room, I had 2 mattresses on the kids' bed.
All of her son's school clothing along with his bicycle were burnt in the fire.
Since I started working for the 2 years at the school, everything I worked for gone. The same morning I received $40,000, all the burn in the house, had $1,000 in the Bible.
Nicholson says she wants to build a structure on her land to live and would need assistance. She can be contacted on telephone number 695-3875. Andrew Carmichael, The Evening News.
We now tell you there's a fire of so far unknown origin this morning destroyed a house located at Old Road Providence, East Bank, Demerara, leaving a woman, her husband, and their 2 children homeless. Michael Henry was at the scene and filed this report.
Natasha Hope scuffling to save her son's school documents during a blazing fire which destroyed her house on Monday morning. The one-story wooden house situated along Old Road Providence, East Bank, Demerara, was occupied by her husband and their 2 children, aged 18 and 9. According to Hope, she was at a nearby shop when someone called her and informed her that a house in the area was on fire. When she returned home, the woman realized it was her house.
Road Providence.
Alright, what happened this morning?
A friend come and asked me for some money. Natasha going and get it and come back, and we left together. Bonita, and she got some, I got so. I just locked the door and by the time by the Goldsmith and Petersall, somebody tell me Providence get fire, but I stopped by Tiffany them and use the toilet and sit and give me more about half an hour. But when I hear Providence get a fire, remember, I know nothing. When the junkie man come and tell me, it's by me. He said, Mommy, it's by you, Bonnie. But I was trying for run to see if I could save anything. But before they gave me walks, I don't walk. Yes, my son textbook and saw I had downstairs because they going in the drawer, in the Chester drawer, roads, the guy in there. So they take them out for sar them outside them on the table. So those were I run and snatch. Only the textbook, them I'm out my washing machine, chair set, bed, everything.
Where's your husband
so me, no. Every day he's gone the road. I went in interior for 8 months with him. And come and buy bed, brand new wardrobe, music set, TV, chair set, everything brand new.
How much you estimate you spent?
About like 500 and something thousand.
Luckily, Hope expressed that none of the family members were home whilst the fire was going on, as her 9-year-old son was out at school, her daughter was by another family member, and her husband had gone out to work. The fire stole approximately $500,000 in personal belongings and took the lives of 2 of her beloved pets. An investigation into the cause of the fire has been launched by the Guyana Fire Service. Michelle Henry, The Evening News.
Coming up, GDF Coast Guard's new US $11.5 million patrol vessel arrives, and farmers urged to prepare for spike in demand for fresh produce. Do stay with us. More news ahead.
Transitions Light Intelligent Lenses. Pick your color. Choose your style. Available at Optique Vision Care.
What flavors does Oreo have around the world?
Oreo peanut butter.
Let me see. Oreo cajeta.
Here comes Oreo around the world, the promo that takes you on a family trip to taste the Oreo flavors available in Paris, New York, Mexico, or Rome. Register your packages at OreoPromo.com.
Micro, small, medium enterprises can expect significant support in 2024. The sum of $450 million was allocated to the Small Business Development Fund and $331 million for the Small Business Bureau. This will provide for the disbursement of 100 loans and 1,362 grants to businesses. Additionally, 2,800 businesses will receive training in apiculture, farming, livestock, poultry rearing, and micro-enterprise. This and more are initiatives of the 2024 national budget, which is being supported by revenues earned from oil production.
Looking to bring your dream home to reality? Or simply taking on a home improvement project? Then National Hardware Limited is where you should start. Let us put that touch to your home. Choose from over 1,000 Birch Report original hues for any surface. We are known for our trusted brands such as Westinghouse, Philips, Sadco, Rubbermaid, Pyrex, Gibson Home, and so much more. National Hardware Limited, your do-it-best store. Located in downtown Georgetown and industrial site Rhymeville.
Not a single bar of service.
Not with us. Digicel officially has the best mobile coverage in Guyana. Ookla, the company behind Speedtest, recognizes Digicel as the network with the best mobile coverage in Guyana. Be it in Aishalton or in Etteringban, we got you covered.
Digicel, the award-winning network for everyone, everywhere.
What flavors does Oreo have around the world?
Oreo peanut butter.
Let me see. Oreo cajeta.
Here comes Oreo around the world, the promo that takes you on a family trip to taste the Oreo flavors available in Paris, New York, Mexico, or Rome. Register your packages at OreoPromo.com.
Did you know that when you leave your property unoccupied and unmanaged, it deteriorates much faster than you can imagine? Then before you know it, much of your hard-earned investment is wasted. At Hand in Hand Trust Corporation, property management is our business. Whether you travel for long periods, live overseas, or have several properties that require managing, let us at Hand in Hand Trust Corporation take care of this for you. Your property is safe with us. Hand in Hand Trust Corporation Incorporated, a member of the Hand in Hand.
Attention homeowners and contractors. You must see the wide variety of toilet sets of Gaffurs before you build. They have two types of toilet designs: S-trap, which goes down into the floor, and P-trap, which goes out through the wall. Both designs come in dual flush and lever flush. The dual flush helps conserve on water usage, and both are fitted as normally done. Spare parts are readily available for all the toilets sold at Gaffurs. So get quality sanitary ware products at affordable prices for home or office from Gaffurs MacDo Mega Complex and outlets at Parika, Means, Land of Canaan, BV, Rose Hall, Kanji, and Diamond. For superior customer service, superior quality, and competitive prices, it's Gaffurs, the name.
Welcome back. You're watching the evening news. Guyana's capacity to monitor its maritime borders will be significantly bolstered with the arrival of a brand new patrol vessel. The 115 Defiant monohull patrol vessel, which was designed and built by United States-based Metal Shark boats to the tune of US $11.5 million for the Guyana Defense Force, will join the Army's Coast Guard fleet. Its arrival to local shores on Sunday was announced via the Facebook page of several senior government officials, including President Dr. Irfan Ali. A brief statement from the GDF subsequently disclosed that a multi-agency crew was on board the vessel when it docked at the Coast Guard's headquarters in Rhymeville, Georgetown. It included 4 officers and 12 ranks from the GDF Coast Guard and accompanied by 1 officer, 2 ranks from the Regional Security System, and 4 Metal Shark boats personnel. Meanwhile, patrol vessel was designed by Metal Shark's in-house engineering team and constructed at the company's Franklin, Louisiana production facility. It now joins the ranks of 7 other Metal Shark vessels currently serving the Coast Guard fleet. According to the GDF, ranks from the Coast Guard will have to undergo a period of training before the vessel is formally handed over and commissioned into service. Farmers across the country have been urged to prepare for the inevitable spike in demand for fresh produce as the government aims to build a regional food hub to facilitate exports throughout the Caribbean, particularly when the regional ferry service comes on stream. Kelroy Williams tells us more.
Minister of Agriculture Zulfikar Mustafa recently engaged with farmers from Maria's Lodge and other surrounding communities in Region 3, Essequibo Islands, West Demerara. In addition to addressing several issues affecting the farmers, Minister Mustafa updated them on government's developmental plans and how they stand to benefit. He made reference to the establishment of a food hub at Yarrowcabra on the Suzdike-Linden Highway and the implementation of a ferry service between Guyana, Barbados, and Trinidad. According to Mustafa, there will be a rise in the demand for local produce when these initiatives come on stream.
Start the clearing the land and so already. So we'll need a lot of produce to store there.
The minister highlighted that with this increase, farmers must change the way in which they farm and store products.
Because more people coming in, you get more demand quality. You all got to change the way you're doing things now. Because people need quality produce. People need produce that are things that will be in terms of high quality stuff. Right? And you all got to look at how you are producing it, how you are storing it.
Meanwhile, one of the concerns raised by farmers is that as a result of the gas-to-energy project, the pastures that they used to rear cattle were being cleared for the construction of pipelines. In this regard, Minister Mustafa promised to prepare about 200 acres of land for the farmers to continue cattle rearing in the area.
They were complaining bitterly, saying that these developments are taking place with Exxon and the gas to shore. They had to have another area to put their cattle. And I made a commitment that we will develop almost 200 acres of pasture for them. As I'm speaking now, the land is being developed. We have our machinery there. It's been cleared. Grass are being planted, and also we'll fence it. So they will have 200 acres of land to rear their cattle. They said they have roughly about 500 heads of cattle.
Additionally, farmers were assisted with land clearing and were supplied with planting materials. The minister noted that he will be keeping an eye on the amount of produce coming out from the area and even revealed plans to possibly construct an agro-processing facility within the community. For the evening news, Kelroy Williams.
The Guyana government is currently procuring an additional catheterization laboratory, cath lab, for the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation. Trishelle Sobers reports that the substantial investment in cutting-edge equipment is a result of President Dr. Irfan Ali's commitment to enhance the capabilities of hospital's cardiology department.
During brief remarks at GPHC's second annual cardiology symposium held at the Arthur Chung Convention Center, Lilindale, on Saturday, GPHC's Chief Executive Officer Robbie Rambaran said the new cath lab will allow the medical institution to serve more Guyanese in need of cardiac care. This includes diagnostic cardiology, interventional cardiology, and cardiac surgery.
This investment will undoubtedly elevate our capacity to diagnose and treat complex cardiovascular conditions, benefiting patients across Guyana. While we acknowledge that there is still much more work to be done and many plans to improve our facilities, equipment, and overall service for all Guyanese, I am incredibly proud of the progress we have made thus far.
Further, Rambaran explained that investment in training and education has been instrumental in enhancing the capacity of staff and improving patient outcomes. On this point, he reminded that some 6 nurses graduated in 2023 from the inaugural batch of cardiovascular nurses degree program, along with 2 technicians who acquired a postgraduate diploma in echocardiography through the GPHC Institute of Health Science Education and the University of Guyana. Additionally, a total of 20 of the hospital's nurses completed the congenital heart disease training curriculum. This, he said, is testament of enhancing their skills and knowledge in specialized areas of cardiology care.
These training areas are made possible through Guyana Project for Advanced Cardiac Care, GPAC, a testament of our ongoing commitment to investing in the professional development of healthcare workforce. By equipping our staff with the necessary skills and expertise, we are not only enhancing the quality of care we provide, but also empowering our team to meet the evolution needs of our patient.
GPHC's first $2.1 billion cardiac laboratory was commissioned in 2016 through a collaboration with the Caribbean Heart Institute. Located in a compound of GPHC, the new lab was said to be the largest and most advanced of its kind in the Caribbean, and it is equipped to offer procedures such as the insertion of cardiac stentors, pacemakers, and defibrillators through the groin without open heart surgery. Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
The Pan American Health Organization HEART's protocol, which Guyana adopted in 2023, has drastically improved the Health Ministry's delivery of cardiovascular care to Guyanese. This was announced by Subject Minister Dr. Frank Anthony during his address at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation second annual cardiology symposium held at the Arthur Chung Conference Center, Lilindale, on Saturday. Here is Trishelle Sobers again with the details.
HEARTS is the institutionalized model of care for cardiovascular risk management, with special emphasis on the control of hypertension and secondary prevention in primary health care in the Americas by 2025. According to the Health Minister, Dr. Frank Anthony, the HEARTS program has been implemented in 171 different healthcare centers across the country and is playing a pivotal role in making cardiac services available to persons in remote areas. In fact, he revealed that some 825 patients accessed cardiology services in 2023. Meanwhile, the minister said government has been able to introduce new medications that are more effective and would lead to better control of various cardiovascular conditions. He further noted that the goal is to place emphasis on primary health care and preventative medicine to reduce the burden of complications associated with heart disease, hypertension, stroke, diabetes, and cancer.
One of the challenges that we still have is that while we've introduced this program, we have seen that there's still a need for better compliance of our patients. So we have medicines, we have people who are following guidelines, but the challenge now is to make sure that we get our patients to comply so that we can see better outcomes.
Meanwhile, the minister said that through its collaboration with Mount Sinai Hospital in New York, a team from the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation will develop national guidelines for cardiovascular care to be able to standardize guidelines across the health sector. Moreover, Dr. Anthony also noted that a pediatric cardiac program, which was stopped between 2015 to 2020, was restarted.
Having purchased the equipment, trained people, we have been able to restart that program now. And last year we did 18 surgeries. This year already we have finished 8, and with 2 more teams coming in during the year, we are hoping that at least 30 pediatric surgeries would be completed during this year.
The annual Cardiology Symposium brings together healthcare professionals, experts, and stakeholders from across the country. It features informative presentations, engaging panel discussions, and networking opportunities, providing invaluable insights about the latest developments and best practices in cardiology at GPHC and Guyana. Trishelle Sobers, Evening News.
And now for a look at the Birch Reports.
The Damar Harbour Bridge will be closed to vehicular traffic on Tuesday, April 23, 2024 at 4 hours for 1.5 hours. Meanwhile, the BERBICE River Bridge is expected to be closed at 16 hours 10 on Tuesday, April 23, 2024, also for 1.5 hours.
Dari Alicock light up Everest at Guyana Fight Night, and Harpy Eagles met with special welcome after West Indies Championships win. Details of these stories and more coming up in the Sportcast, sponsored by Macorp.
Premier insurance coverage for less. Stay safe. Premier insurance coverage for less. Stay safe.
Guys, I think I'm in love! Wow!
Yeah, I was looking at you too.
What? What are you talking about? I'm in the tiles. Where did you get them?
Oh, me, Madeka. Obviously the best tile store in Guyana. Come, let me take you there.
My kitchen, my bathroom, my floors. Mima Decor has everything. And the prices are great too.
So, girl, want to have a date now?
We can build on that.
What flavors does Oreo have around the world?
Oreo peanut butter.
Let me see. Oreo cajeta.
Here comes Oreo around the world, the promo that takes you on a family trip to taste the Oreo flavors available in Paris, New York,